I've never asked this rhetorical question on a Wednesday. So, are you ready for some football?
Turn up.
Hold on a second. Or if a Wednesday afternoon, I mean, if you can get the exact polar opposite of a, say, NBC Sunday night game, Sunday night football game on NBC, the kind of polar opposite, the antithesis, the bizarro version of it would have to be Wednesday afternoon football on NBC. I mean, it's the middle of the exact smack dab. It's the hump of hump day.
Hump day.
It's on in 3.5 hours.
It's the actual hump of the hump day of the middle of the week that we're playing a football game today.
This is the greatest thing of all time.
So I guess you have to ask the question in a different, like, are you ready for some football? Right? Or are you ready for some football? Are you ready for some football? Doesn't really make sense. I think it's, are you ready for some football? Yes, we are ready for some football. And it's not just any football. Okay. It was a game so big and intense on an annual basis, is a game so big and intense. It was placed in the ultimate beachfront property. The NFL, outside of a playoff game, there is no more beachfront property the NFL could provide to somebody in our business than a Thanksgiving game, and a Thanksgiving night game, to say the least. Ravens, Steelers. Set for Thanksgiving night, then pushed to, if I'm not mistaken, Sunday at 1:15, right?
Yep.
Did it have a place? I think it had a place on Monday.
Yeah, it got moved to Monday.
Right? It had for a hot minute.
For a hot minute, it was a Monday doubleheader.
And then Tuesday.
Yeah.
And now Wednesday. At 3:30 Eastern time. Like, we've been doing this show for 6 years now, and thrilled to be here every day.
Long time.
We've never had an active-inactive report come out in the middle of the first hour. 26 minutes from now.
Yeah.
The Ravens have until 12:30 Eastern to make their final roster moves for this game. So, we'll have Tony Dungy on, and in the middle of our conversation with Tony Dungy that starts in about 60 minutes time, we'll have the inactives actives for an actual NFL game that finishes a Week 12 on a Wednesday. And it's interesting. Mike McCarthy was just saying, because, the Ravens were supposed to play the Cowboys to kick off Week 13 tomorrow night. But that got changed when they moved off of Sunday to Monday, I think. Or was it when they moved from Monday to Tuesday, they just said, we can't do this Thursday thing. It just can't. We can't do it. So that was pushed to the following Monday. Now it's next Tuesday.
Primetime.
So Ravens hosting Cowboys that was supposed to start Week 13 on a Thursday will end Week 13 on a Tuesday. And Mike McCarthy is using today's game, as he just said in his press availability, as the unique opportunity to have the entire team watch their next opponent together. It's like a real-time film study. Instead of it being all 22, it'll be all, 20-some-odd cameras that NBC will have trained on the game. Ravens, Steelers. And I'm just wondering if the Cowboys will have somebody accidentally sit on the remote and it'll flip to, like, whatever episode of MASH that's on Channel 40 on there, on there. Instead of the Channel 4, it'll flip to Channel 40, like someone will accidentally sit on it. Or they'll screw up the DVRing of it because they had to start late. I'm sorry, that's just that was a cheap broadside in the direction of the Dallas Cowboys.
It was really uncalled for, Rich. I'm going to be honest with you.
Are you ready for some football?
You better say it.
And in terms of today's game, as we've heard over and over and over again, the Ravens, because due to all reports and also what I'm hearing, I'm confirming reports. A strength and conditioning coach for the Ravens didn't wear a mask and didn't report symptoms, and that's how a whole bunch of guys got it, working out. And we've heard about it. It started here, and it went with the running backs, and then it went to here and went there, and Lamar Jackson has COVID-19. So it's RG3. And the last time RG3 started a game was last year when the Ravens had the 1 seed all wrapped up, and they started RG3 in Week 17 to make sure that they're presumptive and then eventual MVP of the 2019 season, Lamar Jackson, wasn't hurt. The last time RG3 started a game in the NFL, not as the, cup of coffee guy to keep the starter fresh for a playoff team that wanted to stay healthy for the playoffs, was when he wrapped up the 2016 Cleveland Browns campaign starting weeks 13 through 17. That's the last time RG3 played a game. And you can't say that team was going towards the playoffs. They won in Week 16 on Christmas Eve of 2016 to avoid becoming the only second 0-15 team in the history of the National Football League. Just delayed the inevitable because they were 0-15 the following year. Think about that. Hugh Jackson went 1-15, followed it up with 0-16. Still stayed the coach.
Yeah, he stayed the coach. He was 131-1.
So, anyway, long story short, RG3 starting today, and it appears that J.K. Dobbins and Mark Ingram will not play today, even though they are through the 10-day period after which they tested positive to come back in. It's possible. I mean, as we're sitting here right now, all reports are saying Michelle Tafoya was on DP's show earlier today saying that they're out. So it is possible that their tests come back negative today, and maybe they push to get him on like a Air Bashadi, get up there in time for the game. But it looks like they will be without Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, Mark Andrews, Willie Snead, Patrick Ricard, if you want to just continue on with the offense. Their top pass rusher, Matthew Judon, is out. Top run stuffer and Calais Campbell is out. I mean, these guys are all out. And that's the undefeated Steelers walking through that door themselves. Oof. Gus Edwards will get the start at running back. The backup will be Justice Hill, who folks at Oklahoma State might recall from his days running the ball as a Cowboy there. He did score touchdowns in Week 16, Week 17 last year as he got on the field as a rookie, 4th round drafted rookie last year. He scored. Ty Williams, familiar to South Carolina fans, he was an undrafted rookie. He's one of expected to be 7 or 8 practice squad players elevated for the Ravens today. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.